Good evening, and I'd like to call this meeting to order on October the 1st, our regular meeting. As we gather today, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of this committee and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history, and we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Please join me in a moment of silent reflection. Thank you. Just a couple comments as far as my address. I attend County Council on September 25th. Some things that came up. Speed cameras won't be happening until next year. And in addition to that, there will be a 3 months notice period. So the signs go up and everyone gets notified that they'll be operational. Also, we had a big discussion in regards to the county's procedural bylaw, the asset management, and the long-term financial plan. And we'll be holding a special meeting, an all-day meeting on October 28th to go over all those items. And also, the department heads at the county are preparing their budgets as we speak. I attended County Day on September 26th. The event was well attended. There was lots of discussion about shared services to bring down municipal costs, whether it is county to municipality or municipality to municipality. It was really a good event, very eye-opening. I'm not sure how many. Bill, you were there. Any comments?
Yeah, I thought it was excellent. We had some really good conversations with department heads at the county about how both CRC and the township can work together better.
Good. And it was a good day. All the managers were very happy with the attendance and the questions that they were being asked. And so I can hardly wait to see their report after they put it on paper. So. In regards to our last regular meeting, I'm looking forward to some time in the future when we continue our 2025 budget process and council will discuss the township's financial situation. In the meantime, I'll continue to do whatever needs to be done, preparing questions, comments, and observations. Does anyone have any pecuniary financial interest to declare? Haven't seen none. The minutes, Committee of Adjustments.
Moved by Ted Brown, second by Darrell Levine. Motion to approve the minutes of the Committee of Adjustment meeting of September 17th, 2024, open session.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Carried. And minutes of our regular council meeting of September 17th.
Moved by Ted Brown, second by Bill Smith. Motion to approve the minutes of the regular council meeting of September 17th, 2024, open and closed sessions.
Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. And under reports, Dean, welcome back.
Thanks. Okay, so regular road maintenance continues. We did a lot of additions past few weeks on High Country Road and Mountain View Road. We got a lot of good feedback on that. At least there's some place to put snow and stuff for the winter because the banks are, if they get high kind of thing, it just rolls back. So we've been doing that. We've been working this week on catch basins. Hopefully next week we should get most of them wrapped up. The grader is still in the shop, so we had direct a grader for a couple of days. So we're trying to do with the back grader with our what do you call it, the trucks or whatever like that, so we're trying to do the best we can, but we might need it maybe by the end of the week, hopefully not, but we'll see how the roads fare out. Also, we had to take our John Deere tractor there with the brush head on it. We had to take it up for repairs. One of the frames, so we did a bunch of welding on it, so we have to get that repaired. The sidewalk plow we got back from the shop, so that's all operational. And just for council's info here, Sunday night there at I think it was Sunday anyways, at the fountain here in town that I guess somebody must have dumped in. Wasn't the municipal, must have dumped in like dish soap or laundry detergent, so there's a lot of suds in there. So it's all white instead of water. Just like council, in case council gets any calls from that kind of thing. So, and I think they did it last night again. So, but yeah. So the sidewalk right beside the bank has completed in town, and the county road. I emailed council so you know like Ruby Road will be shut down from October 1st to 3rd, just due to culvert repairs, so there'll be traffic on Gorman Road and Rochford Road a little bit more. For detours, we will also be doing culvert replacement probably within a few weeks. We're trying to get the catch basins done and get everything else done before winter, and then getting our equipment ready before winter. Trying to get that all wrapped up because it's October 1st already, so it's kind of, you know what I mean, it's kind of getting crunch time kind of thing. So I was talking to actually Greenwood Paving this morning with regards to Myers Creek Road. They're hoping to be there after the long weekend. They have to do 512 and Brudenell first, Ruby Road, and then we're next. So we're hoping to have it done by, well, it'll be done by the end of October, but hopefully they can start, it depends on weather because paving and stuff, right? So it's hard to justify that with the drains. Waste management report, the only thing I have is our contractor for the C&D bulky waste. It's moved in this afternoon, so hopefully they'll get at it and get it done with it. And other than that, whenever we get a chance, within a few weeks, we can try to move that out to the Red Rock site. And that's it for my report.
Any questions?
No, I have another question. I just want to compliment Dean and his crew for the work that they did do on Mountain and the high country. I was up that way Sunday and it's amazing. I think you got a couple of new dozer operators coming though. There were a couple of small kids were really looking over your bulldozer. But they did fantastic job.
I can see there Saturday
Compliments.
from Willow's side,
Oh yeah.
and you have it like, oh my God.
Yeah. Should be a lot of it. You know, once the vegetation grows up there and that too, right? So there's not going to be as much brush and more grass than actually trees and stuff, right? So.
Ted?
Just go bring it up a new business, but I'll bring it up now. I got a complaint about people driving across the bridge, the covered bridge.
This one?
Yeah.
The park?
So it happened Saturday afternoon. There were some people walking and they come across, and it was right when the market was shutting down, so I don't know if it was.
The market people.
But that bridge doesn't get tested. We don't know if it's safe. I'm thinking we're going to have to put a barrier, like a post in the center. I don't know if that's possible. Like at each entrance. Like, does the township go over that at all?
That's actually, I do believe that's I think it's the
county.
Was there not a pole in the middle a long time ago?
Not that I ever remember, but I think we're going to have to take it upon ourselves to.
But then what do we do in the winter
Snowmobiles.
time?
Snowmobiles don't go across.
No, it's just like for the sidewalk, probably keep the sidewalk,
Oh.
but like to keep it open.
Yeah.
So.
Is there a way to
Something removable?
a removable one or something?
We could look into it to see the cost of everything and
Yeah.
see kind of thing.
Because the car, I wasn't there, but the car came right across the bridge, and the people actually had to move out of the way of the car. So they shouldn't be driving across there, period. But
Like I know we do when we start.
or even if we put, yeah, no, we couldn't do that either. But yeah, there should be some way we can figure that we can take it out for the winter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we have to maintain it.
Yeah.
For Mill Street
For-
Gardens, so
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, no, I could definitely look into some
Okay.
kind of options or the county.
Yeah, if you could, I'd appreciate
Well,
that.
maybe we could direct Colton to have a conversation with the farmer's market to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
with
but
their vendors
it's,
as well.
I still think we should be doing,
Oh, absolutely.
to stop other
Yeah.
people, right? Like, I'm sure there was no intention to be dangerous or anything, but that's right where the play, that's right where the kids play in the PlayStation there. So,
People walking there would not be expecting vehicles.
no.
So you're thinking at the Queen Street entrance or right at the bridge itself?
Just right at the bridge, at each end of the bridge, if we could put,
But then what if they come from this way and they're gonna end up tearing up the, what do you call it, the grass, they have to turn around, they can't cross. I just, you know,
Yeah.
they shouldn't be going there anyway.
No.
I get that,
but,
you know what I mean, like if it's in the springtime and.
yeah. But they do drive down the walkway to take their stuff for the market.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
And like that, it's just, I'm worried about something happening at the bridge, even if it's not our bridge, we're gonna get sued if a car goes through, or,
I'll talk to the county as well.
yeah.
In the meantime, Colton can get a hold of Glenn. and-
Yeah, maybe the county
Maybe
would
the
put it up
county would do
even.
something if they're responsible.
Carl.
Dean,
Sir?
right past the Lions Hall there, can you remember a sign being up there, no parking here to corner?
There used to be,
There used to be, and it's gone.
Which side, on the left?
The Lions Hall side.
I don't remember one there, like maybe there was, there's one on the opposite side.
No, but there, wasn't there one on that
there
side?
used to be one, but
Yes.
that's a long time ago.
Somebody, removed it, and we're getting complaints about a vehicle parked right on the corner there all the time.
Oh, at the, yeah.
Right on the corner, like you gotta go into the other lane there.
I'll look into it, Carl, I'm not
I'm
sure.
positive there was a sign there before.
There could be, I don't know.
In front of, what's his name there?
Mugsy's old place.
No, but in front of his house, she works at the bank.
Oh, yeah.
I don't,
Mall.
I don't, yes, that's right, I don't ever remember,
I
there
think
be one there?
There used to be
Maybe
one
there
there.
was, but on the opposite side, there is one just past the CRC on the left. There is a one there by Mr. Fanukin's old place there, or whatever, there used to be one there.
But I think
There is-
there was one there on
There
the
could
house
be
there.
correct, but it's just, you know, I'm not sure.
But people are complaining that half ton sitting on the, halfway out on the road when you go, oh, I gotta go around the corner.
Yeah, okay, we'll look into it.
So they park past where you normally park, on that curb? Is that what?
Yes.
Right on the corner, they go, sits.
Like right on the curb?
Yeah, right in front of the house there, you gotta go. And there's no need of it.
Okay, any other things for Dean? Tammy?
Okay, so the only thing that I have is, I supplied you with, the community development's, memo with regards to the Canadian flag. So he's received a complaint regarding the placement of the cenotaph. The complaint was asserting that the flag must be positioned directly over the cenotaph, indicating that in its current placement to the left is incorrect. So, Colton looked into the matter, he wanted to clarify it, and he consulted with a representative from Canadian Heritage. The representative confirmed that our current placement of the flag to the left is fully in line with official flag protocol. While it is also correct to position the flag directly over the cenotaph, this is not but that is not a mandatory requirement. So to provide further clarity, he's given the position of honor. So the Canadian flag should always occupy a place of honor when displayed with other flags. In our case, the placement to the left is fully in line with official flag protocol as mentioned above. Flexibility in placement. So both placing the flag to the left of the cenotaph and directly above it are deemed appropriate. There is no strict requirement for it to be positioned directly over the cenotaph. Respectfully displayed, the flag must be treated with the highest respect, ensuring that it's in good condition and never allowed to touch the ground or be used in a disrespectful manner. So based on this, what Colton is asking is what would council like to do proceeding with this matter? Did council want to leave it as it is to the left, or to, put it over the cenotaph?
Who put the complaint in?
Yeah.
I believe, the gentleman, was here last year and had, made the same complaint. We looked into it and we found out that we were not, we were in compliance to where it is with the flag, protocol. But now he's in again, insisting that we move it. And, should be council direction, whether or not, it's one person, one complaint, so I just wanted to know how council feels and what the direction will be.
I have two things. I'm fine exactly where they are with the information we're provided. And secondly, like everything else in our township, it's on, complaints have to be written and signed and handed in. So I would advise Colton that if he gets a complaint from somebody, they're to be told to put a written complaint in so we know where the complaint's coming from.
Well, I know from firsthand experience about this, we brought this up last year, and council had said everything was fine the way it was. So unless council wants to go against that, we'll uphold what we said last year.
It's right in the protocol, I don't see why we should have to do this.
About the heritage code.
And that's all I have for open.
Then we're going to, is there any committee? Anybody have anything?
That's that, sir.
Anything on committee? Okay, correspondence. Bill Seniors and Friendship Club. Information item, thank you. City of Kitchener, rental evictions and safe and adequate housing resolution. The Labor Market Group of Renfrew and Lanark. I received this at County Council, and this is a really interesting document to look at. There will be a planning session. When is the date? October 10th, time 8:30 a.m. at the Best Western in Pembroke. There's a guest speaker, there's roundtable discussion, but the young lady who brought this presentation towards county, I had asked her if she goes to different municipalities and speaks about these issues, and she said yes she does, but just so I'll bring it back to the council and see if there's interest with council to hear from her. There's some really interesting things about why youth is not obtaining jobs and why they don't want to go for a job. I found it really interesting. Now, if council wishes, I can contact her, Tammy can contact her about coming as a delegation, or just read this through and whatever council's wishes are.
Maybe we can have a chance to read it.
Can we get back to us? Read it through? Okay, is that okay with you guys? John Yakabuski's thank you note, and congratulations. Regional Municipality of Waterloo, Council correspondence, solve the crisis. City of Temiskaming Shores, alcohol sales and provincial alcohol strategy resolution. Municipality of St. Charles, recommendations for government regulations of nicotine pouches. Bylaw number 35-24.
So that one I provided council with, so, I updated the bylaw and, to include the, newest road maintenance standard bylaw, or legislation, sorry, so that's the only change, is the legislation's, has been updated. So that's the only thing that I did to, that bylaw.
Does the update of the legislation change how we're maintaining roads at all?
For those who have not read this, you should really read it, because there's some really neat stuff in the classification. I believe Dean, you've probably done the majority of this work, but it's really interesting, like what's a level 5, what's a level 2, you know, and I think for your awareness, big roads are a very big part of our township. You should definitely read that for your own protection.
So moved by Ted Brown, second by Harold Levine, that bylaw number 35/2024, being a bylaw to amend bylaw 43/2016, being a bylaw to establish road maintenance standards for the township of Killeen, Aberdeen, Richards, at its regular meeting held on October 1st, 2024, be given its first, second, and third reading, and finally pass this first day of October 2024.
Discussion. All those in favor? Carried. And bylaw number 36-24.
Like I previously told council at the last meeting, our agreement with our integrity commissioner / police meeting investigator was up. So I provided just a new bylaw with the updated agreement, basically saying he's going to abide by the original agreement, and it's just set for another 4 years. So I have a resolution, submitted by Harold Levine, seconded by Ted Brown, that bylaw number 36/2024, being a bylaw to amend bylaw 06/2023, being a bylaw to appoint an integrity commissioner, police meeting investigator for the township of Killeen, Aberdeen, Richards, at its regular meeting held on October 1st, 2024, be given its first, second, and third reading, and finally pass this first day of October 2024.
Discussion. All those in favor? Carried. Okay, unfinished business. Zebra mussel signage.
I think we should look at this tonight and make a couple of decisions so we can forward them to Tammy, and I guess the county has been in contact with us, wondering what we want on the signs and all that. So I had sent Tammy a couple of different ones here. Personally, myself, I like the first one on the back. The simple 3 lines. When you're driving down the road, you don't have much time to read them. So, if you're going by, you gotta see what it is quickly, and you're gone. To me, that's the best one. These came from the group that they were in here a couple weeks back there. So they had got these from different places. And these are the 2 they sent me, and the other one actually states about fines on it, but as a municipality, we don't have any in place for fines, so it's kind of useless to put that on there for us. If there's a provincial thing, I don't know if there is or not for Ontario. The one that they have on here is actually from Alberta, I see.
I think the first one covers everything.
Yeah, I like that one. It's easy to read, it's clear, and it states what we want.
The only comment I have is that what we're specifically talking about with this is zebra mussels.
Yeah.
And people know that word in their head, or they know,
Like
they
I would
know what
just
zebra mussels are. And it
change that
actually
top
said
line.
that, like stop zebra mussels,
So instead of saying species, put down
like
mussels.
invasive species.
Or if it had a picture or something of like, what does a zebra mussel?
Yeah, so I'm no expert on it, but what if there's something else that comes in there, and this would cover
Well,
You
maybe
know,
a
there could be more than zebra mussels.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good point, but
maybe it's a combination. The second sign says keep invasive mussels out, clean, drain, and dry.
okay.
I
Like,
think the bottom line is you want to clean, drain, and dry,
yeah,
no matter what you have there,
yeah.
right? So if it's mussels or whatever other kind of creature there is. I wanted to comment, Brian, or compliment you on the beautiful work you've done as far as designing these signs. Like, you did really good.
I didn't design.
Your color, your blend, your pastels are really nice.
Yeah, I did not.
I think they're very, actually both are very clear and concise. And I
Okay.
think the first one really spills out what we're trying to do.
But I guess so. Then what they want to know is the size, which apparently those speeding ones are
The deer ones?
4x8. Hey? I think that's a good size myself. I don't know.
That's a good size.
I think that's kind of standard, and you see a lot of them along different billboards like that.
So now, would the county have to tell us where to put them? I'm assuming, Dean?
I think we had. Tammy, did we give them a couple of options
It's
or
right
something?
in here where we're gonna put them.
Okay, we said the two on the one road and one on Simpson Pit Road, but would they actually determine?
Yeah, they have a sign policy, so we have to follow the sign.
And sorry, Dean, but did they respond to us on that?
Yeah, so what I had asked was originally council had directed me to contact them and say that we wanted them as close to boat launch as possible. One facing on Round Lake Road facing Waterloo, one on Round Lake Road facing Pembroke, and one on Simpson Pit facing Highway 60. So as people coming into the boat launch, that's what they see for when they first get there. So I sent it to Nathan, and then Nathan had then said that he doesn't have any concerns with this. So they didn't identify exactly where we could place them, but that's the direction that I was given. But then at the other council meeting, council had discussed maybe putting them into the entrances of Round Lake before you get on there. Not only that, but just the entrances into anywhere that we have, because we have more than just Round Lake, we have Golden Lake, and then.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I wasn't here at the last the council meeting previous or whatever. But I got an email from Scott Gardner from that, and he wants to meet for the signage placements where he thought and stuff like that. But it's council's decision, obviously. But it's up to council. Like they want to decide where they want them themselves, the council themselves, or.
I think that can be the next meeting, but I think right now we need to say if we're gonna do this and what size.
I thought we've already decided we were doing it. You know?
We
We're definitely doing it. It's just the size of the signs
The
and.
only concern I have is, like Dean said, they wanna meet with Dean. If we're putting money up, we have to put them so it does the whole township, because, and I get where the Round Lake Property Association's coming from, but they're focusing on Round Lake, and we have Golden Lake in our township and many other little lakes. So I believe that these signs should be put up at the entrances to our township, not to the entrances to Round Lake.
So if we put one at Golden Lake on Highway 60 here, you're already past where they'd be putting your boat in by the time you get to our
Yeah, but
town.
lots of people put their boats in Golden Lake right at their own cottages because of the way the land lays here. To me, and I get it, but they're focusing on Round Lake and they want all the signs towards Round Lake, and I get that, it's a big lake, but there's other bodies of water in this township too.
Yeah, there is, we have one, we have the one road there on Golden Lake, I guess. But maybe, I wonder, is North Algona doing anything about it?
Well, they have a sign up, I believe, at the boat launch itself.
I can see where the property group is coming from, it's not really the property group, it's a committee that is looking into this zebra mussel specifically, but because I'd say probably over 90-some% of the boats go into Round Lake at that boat launch.
Oh, true.
Well, plus the park.
Yeah,
The park is very heavily used.
yeah, but I mean,
I don't think it's extended that well.
not even close. Anyhow, it does. That's a good point. I see Ted's point, but yeah, do
Dean?
we do another sign then, or do we take one of them away and put it there? Or?
Well, I think, to Ted's point, maybe we do a fourth sign off of Harrington Road.
Well, I'm saying we should be putting them at the entrances to the township.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't think people will,
Yeah,
But
the
it's like you
boats-
want them close enough so that people's brains actually, like,
Yeah,
they
that's what I was
associate that with
thinking.
like, oh, I'm about to put my
So,
boat in, like.
if you
I
put one at
disagree.
Wilmo, by the time
Yeah.
you get to Round Lake, they've forgotten about it
Well,
already.
then they fucking well shouldn't be fishing.
Or Golden Lake, wherever they're going.
I disagree, because the problem isn't coming from the lakes in our township. The problems, the boats are coming from lakes out of our township, and that's where the zebra mussels are coming from. Zebra mussels aren't coming from Golden Lake over to Round Lake. They're coming from people pulling their boats from Peterborough, Bancroft, Belleville.
Lake.
Yeah, I agree, 100%, yeah. But the question is,
The people that forget, if they see the sign in Willow and they forget by the time they go fishing, they're not cleaning their boat when they come out of the lake anyways.
yeah, we're gonna have that to a certain extent and regardless, but I mean, like the guy said, Scott, I think it was that brought it up with at Lake Clear, you can have the sign right there and it's still gonna happen,
That's right.
but I think you have a higher percentage chance of them seeing and comprehending that when it's right there as they're putting, or going to put their boat in.
Do we have small signs at every, are we gonna be having those smaller signs at every boat launch as well?
They're all small.
There is,
They're-
but they're
they have
so
them already
small,
out.
those things,
Yeah.
you have to be standing meter parallel. away
I know, I
from
just
it.
saw one at Longshore Park.
I still have to put my glasses on to
Uh-huh.
read it.
We have a boat launch at the Traymore Bridge as well, so I don't know.
Dean?
Yeah, the thing I'm talking about, like, I know, Ted, where you're coming from, with putting it at each entrance,
Yeah,
but like, with the county, we could work with them a little different than the provincial.
yeah.
So provincial is a higher tier, obviously, than our, so to put them in Wilno, and I get what you're saying, and we could look into that as an option, but it's gonna be a lot harder because from Queen Street here towards Ottawa is a different zone.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have to put each sign on private property, so it has to be outside the fence line. And from like Wilno area, that could be a difficult.
so, but what, we have township signs there
Yes.
already,
Yeah. We do, yes, correct.
so can we not put them with them?
What if you want a 4x8?
Yeah,
That's the only thing, you're not gonna be able to,
yeah.
they're very
Well,
strict, like.
Council can do what they want, that's my opinion, and
Well, I'd like
you're not
to,
gonna change it,
I'd
so.
like to go along with Ted's thinking and add another sign, a fourth sign, to Harrington Road.
That's on that provincial highway though.
No, on Harrington Road, off of it.
On our,
And we could do that, cause that's our.
that's our.
And maybe that doesn't have to be 4x8, that one, because that's just a 2-lane road, right?
Can I say something about zebra mussels? No, it's not a joke. It's, I went fishing to Lake Clear, okay, and it's full of zebra mussels. And I never noticed any sign there, zebra mussels. And they say they're up there, and I walked out on the docks there and got in the boat and went fishing, and I never even noticed the sign. I don't know if it's not bigger, I never saw the sign. I don't have a boat though,
Does
so.
this sign have anything to say about mussels?
Well, they both said something already. I tend to agree with Brian, I think closer to the lakes is better, closer to where we're gonna catch people's attention.
Okay, so let's go in a pecking order. Sign 1 or sign 2?
One.
Sign one, I still say, I'm okay without it, but I still say,
Zebra
tell
mussels.
them what it is and put the zebra mussels on there, it's a good idea.
I'm like I'm a combination 1 and 2. I like the top line of sign, the keep invasive mussels out with the clean, drain and dry. I like the looks of sign one, but I agree with you. It's like, what are we, what is it?
So you would like the top line to read, keep invasive mussels out.
Yeah, clean, drain, dry.
So we could put that in red.
Yeah, I like the simplicity of that sign. I think it's nice and simple and
Does everyone like that?
Yep.
I like that idea.
okay.
Okay, so sign one with the change, the top line change. We're good?
We all like the blending of the color.
The pastels?
It's beautiful.
Okay, now.
Hope you like the
that-
waves.
Do we want to talk about location right now? So if we come up with the two on County Road 58, one prior to the Traymore Bridge, so like in front of that, because there's a loading area there. So that's one sign, and on the other side, before the park. You know where I am?
I think it should be at the ramp.
Where?
Should be one ramp. It doesn't have to be more late.
No, but they should.
No, what about the two on the highway?
We've got our fire sign down there, plus our coming into KHR, down by Jack's Lake. So it'll keep them all just on that one end. You don't want them too close if you're gonna.
No, I'm saying one, like right down the road here, going towards Traymore Bridge. That would be the first one, and going towards Longshore Park, and then coming from Pembroke, one before the park.
I think they're too close. You've got other waterways.
They're coming
before
from
you
different,
get there. It's not just around lakes.
you're coming from
It is
different-
for other lakes.
you're coming from different directions.
Yeah, I know.
So people will take Simpson Pit Road to get to the lake.
That's right.
So one sign there, on Simpson Pit Road somewhere, and then two on County Road 58.
That's right.
Okay, we're trying to determine the location
Well,
of
that's
those
what I
two.
can agree with, the location. You're, as far as I'm concerned, you're too close to the lake. You come too close. You should be a little farther out.
Before
On
Traymore
both
Bridge.
ends.
Before Traymore Bridge.
Before
Bridge,
Traymore.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I was just using that as a guiding post. So, I guess Deed, you'll have to decide where it's gonna go, right?
If it's on County Road, I
Yeah.
decide it's council.
This is the other side.
Okay, and then the other one, coming from Pembroke in to the lake, where'd you say, Jack's Lake?
I would say around Jack's Lakes. You
So-
got people putting small boats in there also.
So around the parkway corridor, roughly.
No, before that.
No,
Before
Jack's
that?
Lake
Yeah.
is long before the corridor.
Okay,
You want it before that little pull-off park there,
Yeah.
because people put their boats in the water there.
And it's not just, it's canoes, kayaks, and everything else in there too.
did you understand where we're putting these?
By Jack's Lake, Traymore Bridge,
Pit Road.
Okay, well,
on the pit road, but where, anywhere? Closer to Round Lake.
Maybe that will deter people from speeding on that road?
I don't think we should put it where it's all built up there. but,
Just
get
before
complaints.
just before the housing stretch there, yeah.
Okay, so we
Should
got,
be well before Buck Hill Road,
Yeah,
so we got those three done. Now,
on a straight stretch,
yeah, on a straight stretch.
no hills.
Does
No, like where's it gonna
Yeah.
go?
anyone have a feel, or do you want one on Harrington Road for the Golden Lake people?
Well, it's not just convenience for the Golden Lake, because you've got people coming down, Traymore, coming
might-
off, coming in from Traymore Road off of 60.
That'd be awful close to the lake though, Harold, eh?
Pardon?
Harrington Road, that'd be awful close to the lake. You don't like them close to the lake? You want them farther back?
Yeah, yeah.
So where do you suggest that one
Well,
goes?
then you're talking provincial highway.
Well, then we're talking provincial highway. We'll have to see if they'll give us permission. Like, it doesn't cost us money to get permission from them, it just takes longer. We obviously got permission from them once to put our signs there, so I don't see what the big deal is.
So then we would want one in each direction on the highway?
Oh,
I've already told you where I want them, so you guys do whatever you want. There should be one at
We
each
don't have
entrance,
to do
so.
it.
Let's stick with like 3 or 4 signs, it's not gonna like.
Well, the fourth one is the big one right now. We've got 3 down pat.
Uh-huh,
Okay, let's do 4 signs in Sandus and we decide where they're
yeah,
going.
put one on Harrington, at the beginning of Harrington Road.
We
maybe.
just think we go on for 2 hours talking about
Okay.
signs.
All those in favor?
4
4 signs. Carry. So are we getting those signs from the county now?
What I'm going to do is I will send the information to the county for cost as well as 3D graphics and
Nature of design, nature of
Okay. Okay, anybody else have any unfinished business? I had asked Tammy to, for just some comments on a couple of things I had sent her this morning, in regards to real tax. Were you able to,
I have that at 5:42 this evening.
I couldn't get my email that I sent you. Something happened. We went to outer space or something. So I'm gonna defer that, okay, for the next meeting? I'll defer the items that I sent to the next meeting. How's that? Good. That's a mystery. Committee of the whole. Committee of the whole.
Moved by Ted Brown, second by Maureen McMillan, motion to move into committee of the whole, be it resolved that council moves to close meeting pursuant to section 279 of the Municipal Communities Law 2001 as amended for the following reasons. Personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees, a proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality or local board.
All those in favor? Carried.